What's going on, everybody? Happy 4th of July. I hope all of you guys are enjoying this holiday. And I've got quite an interesting video. Now, why am I releasing this video about this story on this specific day? Well, because it happened literally 5 years ago on this day. The date of the upload, that is, 4th of July. Not the day that I'm recording this. This is before that. It's actually June still. It's not even the 30th yet. But yeah, so now it's time to talk about how I wounded my leg, not this leg, wounded my leg from a stationary bike of all things. Let's get into it. So you're probably thinking to yourself, how did you injure yourself on a stationary bike of all things? Well, what happened was I was messing around on this stationary bike. I was pedaling it really fast on the pedal. I was pedaling it really fast, and then what I would do is I would lay my foot on it and then it would launch me in the air. Here's a demonstration of what I was doing. This is not the actual injury, but it's what I was doing, and I decided to record one. And so this one time I decided, I guess I was really bored that day. I was just looking for something to do, and also I was 15 years old and I was stupid. A stupid 15-year-old boy. That's what I was doing. I was doing stupid 15-year-old boy stupid shit, basically. So how did I wound my leg? Well, I pedaled it really fast, so it really launched me in the air. My phone just dropped. I was pedaling it really fast, and then what happened was after I pedaled it really fast, my mind kind of went off in a blank moment for a second, and then the pedal just kind of like hit the bottom of my foot that came forward, and then that caused my leg to hit the ground. And then when the pedal came back the second time after it hit me on the ground, it came up to my shin and it just right in my leg. I was standing up, like I was standing down like normal. It came around and it just hit me right in the shin. I fall right back. I look at my leg and there's blood all down. Like I literally fall back, and next thing you know, I look back and there's blood all down my leg. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I never seen this much blood, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? Now, was it painful? Yes, it was painful, but it was more shocking than it was painful for me. So I think maybe the shock kind of took away some of the pain at the same time. But yeah, it just kind of all happened at once, and I was freaking out. I call for my mom to come over, and she sees it, and she just slowly closes it, and just, she gets my Grammy, and she gets my sister, and they quickly tell them, like, hey, go get towels to, you know, cover up and soak in the blood. They get a bunch of cloths, they close it up, they're just putting pressure, and then they help pick me up while still keeping pressure, walking me to the car. I get in the car, like, there's like blood all down my leg, and we drive over to the ER, and that is like, I'm just like lying there, like all just like keeping my leg up. Like it was a really deep wound. My mom says she could see the bone, and so could all the doctors. And actually, when I was in the ER waiting for them to like look at it and then stitch it up, they actually had to do an X-ray before they stitched it up to make sure that it didn't damage any tissue or bone. But luckily, they didn't need to do that. But then that came into surgery. Now I was freaking out because this is the first time I've actually, you know, injured myself, and I would, you know, need stitches for something like this, and I thought it'd be like super painful. And the only part that was painful was them actually putting shots around the wound to numb it up. So that, like, that hurt, but I kind of just like held it in, like it hurt, but it was like nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. And then I was like hesitating, and they were just about to put in the stitches. I was just holding on and like expecting pain, even though they put in the painkillers. They put in the stitch, and I'm like, is it in yet? Like, are you gonna put it in? And they were already putting it in. I just didn't feel a thing, and I was just like, we're inside your skin right now. They were just like, they're inside your skin right now. And yeah, I was just like literally just playing games on my phone. And again, I didn't actually see the wound because I didn't want to look at it. So I was just like, okay, I'm in the ER, and I'm getting my leg all stitched up from a stationary bike. Now, just for context, this is like one of the older stationary bikes where the pedal is like, it's like a real bicycle where it's not like a smooth surface on the bottom. Like, no, it's jagged, like an actual bike. That's how it was able to injure me. Because I feel like if it was a smoother surface, like it would still hurt, but it wouldn't claw my leg and then wound it and open it up. So they stitched it up more than 15 stitches, 15 on top, and then they actually had to do a few inside, like deeper inside the bone, because it was that deep. So yeah, that's how 4th of July of 2019 went for me. Messing around on a stationary bike and then wounding my leg. Kind of a crazy story. This is what it looked like after I unwrapped it for the first time when they told me to unwrap it after I got it all stitched up. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. But then over time, it started scabbing, it started scarring, and it started healing up. I actually went to Utah for vacation when they took it out, and yeah. Over time, it got like less and less pink, and now it left me with this scar on my foot. You really can't see it, but it's like, it's on this line. If I zoom in a little bit, then you could possibly see it. So this right here, this is the line that it is. Now, as you can see, like it's really like healed up a lot, and it basically just blends in. Like you can't notice the scar unless you like really look at it or you get the right lighting. But yeah, this, what I'm pointing out right here, this is all scar. This is all healed up tissue right here. And I think it's pretty badass. So yeah, that's how I injured myself on a stationary bike. To all of you people watching out there, I don't care how old you are, because look at Jackass. They're in their 40s now and they're still doing dumb stuff that we do in our teenage years. So it doesn't matter how old you are, do not mess around on a stationary bike. Especially with pedals that are designed like actual bikes. Just do me a favor, don't mess around. Because what I experienced, that was a good old case of f around and find out. Anyway, that's my story. Have a good 4th of July and be safe, especially with fireworks. We don't want it to turn out like Final Destination 3. Yeah, I'm Caleb Kent, and this has been my story of how I wounded my leg on a stationary bike. Over and out, on to the outro. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to go check out some other videos that I have made, you're just one click on the channel icon away from doing so. If you want to find me on social media, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. They're listed right up. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you wish to do so. And if you are or will be a returning viewer, I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day.